Yes. Hare Krishna. Welcome to our seminar. There is echo.
I will mute this. No. Okay.
Today we will speak about devotee success partnership, and we will also practice a little bit. So I will give a little background how I came with this idea. Last 10 years I have been traveling around Europe and trying to help to develop the programs.
Hello. I don't hear the other speaker, Jan Mastani.
Did you hear?
I don't hear the other speaker, Jan Mastani.
Other speaker?
So,
It's the microphone.
yeah, the quality is not good.
Sorry for the technical problems. We will fix them very quickly. But you're not probably as expert. Now we will have a microphone.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Is it better?
Yes, thank you. Now I hear you clear.
What is your name?
Benny. And yours?
Your name?
Regis.
Richard?
Regis.
Regis. Welcome. Mm-hmm. Is it better now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So, and I have seen that not so many devotees come forward to be mentors, to be counselors, to take time to help devotees individually. And then I thought, okay, what can we do with devotees that we have and who want actually, they want to help each other in some way. And maybe they don't have so much time to be a mentor and to meet everybody regularly, or maybe there is other devotees who would like to help, but they don't feel qualified, or they don't have seniority, or they don't have enough experience. So I concluded that something that is in the professional world known as peer coaching would be actually helpful. And this devotee success partnership is based on the concept of peer coaching. Now, peer coaching also is not like 100% accurate term, because peer coaching means coaching between equals, but this partnership doesn't have to be between equals. It can be between anyone. It can be between senior and junior. It can be between two juniors. It can be between two seniors. So there is different ways you can do it between different people, and it's not limited just to people who are equal in age or equal in status or equal in seniority, equal in a professional experience or devotional experience. So therefore, I have designed it in such a way that anyone can easily do it if they just have a desire and use their intelligence a little bit. So we have created different structures. But before we start explaining structures, how one can do a session, I want to say that there is a Shastric inspiration behind this. There is several verses from the Shastra. Actually, there is many more than several verses, but I have selected a couple of verses which inspired me and which speak about helping each other and developing friendly relationships. And also it describes how it pleases God, how it pleases Krishna or Vishnu. So the first verse is from the Bhagavad Gita, Mat Chitta Mat Gata Prana Bodhayantas Parasparam Katayantas Chamam Nityam Tushanti Charamante Cha. This is one of the 4 main verses of the Bhagavad Gita.
Wacht wel.
And
Sorry. Is it
Krishna
possible?
explains that his devotees...
Is it possible to say the number of the verse, please?
Which verse?
10:9.
Sorry?
10:9.
Okay, thank you.
So Krishna says that devotees always enlighten each other, and they like to speak about me. They like to enlighten each other. So this devotee success partnership has to do with this, enlightening each other, helping each other, discussing the philosophy, how to apply the philosophy, and specifically how to apply to your own goals. You have certain goals, you want to achieve certain things, but sometimes we are not sure how to apply the scriptures. So, and then in the 7 purposes of ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada, 2 of the 7 speak about coming closer to each other, coming closer to each other. And also in one of them it says, and to Krishna, the supreme entity. So coming closer to each other, helping each other succeed. I have created this phrase, helping each other succeed, because devotees are meant to help each other succeed in devotional service and in life in general. So this devotee success partnership is a very practical and effective way how we can help each other succeed. And it happens in the conversation, and this conversation can happen once a week. And it seems that in Srila Prabhupada's original blueprint or original statement, mission statement, which is 7 purposes of ISKCON, that he has stressed so much importance to helping each other. And he also said, if your love for me will be shown how you cooperate when I'm gone. And this is a very nice way to cooperate, because we listen to each other carefully, we help each other with our Krishna conscious goals, we support each other, we understand each other, respect each other. So these are principles given actually by our acharyas and by Krishna himself. Principles of service, mutual service, and help in the service of the Lord. Then there is Bhagavad Gita 2:29, where the amazing word amazing is mentioned. It's Ashcharyavat, means amazing. And it describes the soul. The soul is amazing. Every soul is amazing. Why every soul is amazing? Every soul is amazing because every soul is a part of God. Every soul is a divine being. So this inspired me to start Gita coaching, this verse 229. And for a long time I had this motto that every devotee is amazing. And I still have it, but I don't use it so much. I have some other mottos for Gita coaching. So then in the 4th canto, there is a story of Prachetas, and they were chanting the song of Lord Shiva together under the water. I don't know how they chant under the water, but it's said that they chanted under the water. And Lord Vishnu was so pleased that he came on Garuda and he offered them any benediction. He said, I'm so pleased with your friendly relationships and by your cooperation in devotional service that you can ask me for any benediction. Then also Prahlad Maharaj is in the 5th canto. He is praying that may all envious beings, living beings, become pacified by practicing bhakti yoga. And those who practice devotional service, they think of each other's welfare. They think of each other's welfare. So this is also one of the foundational principles of devotee success partnership, thinking of each other's welfare. I have just completed a course a few days ago, 2-day course on non-directive coaching called Thinking Environment or Time to Think Coaching. And in this, we have a system how to listen to people very attentively and respect, with great attention, with respect. So when you listen to someone, you actually help them to think better. You help them to think better. They, in the presence of another person, we can think better. And the quality of our thinking can be better. So therefore, this time that people spend together one-to-one can be used much better if we have a structure. And this is why I have created many structures. Also, there is another verse from the Bhagavatam which says that self-effulgent Vaikuntha planets cannot be attained by those who are not compassionate to others. So now this devotee success partnership is also an expression of mutual compassion. Mutual compassion. So we see in the Bhagavatam that your attainment of spiritual world and the liberation from the material world is directly connected with how you deal with others, other devotees. And helping others is not only act of charity where we, generously give our time and attention and love and affection, care. Actually, if you care for others, you do the best service to yourself. You do the best service to yourself. So, therefore, this service is a win-win. This service is not only for benefiting others, but also for benefiting the one who wants to support others and who wants to help others. And the attitude of a success partner is that of encouragement, support, and success partner wants you to succeed. That means he has given up all envy. He has given up all envy. One who is envious cannot be a success partner. One has to give up envy and pray to the Lord for the success of another devotee. This is devotional. This is devotional culture. So this is a short overview. We can find and discuss more verses which support this. But throughout all the scriptures, this kind of attitude is encouraged, where we want others to succeed. And now, if we speak about success, what is success? What do you think is success? So Srila Prabhupada has defined success as success. Srila Prabhupada says success means to please Krishna. Now people say success means to make money, to become famous, to enjoy this material world, maybe to give charity for some people. Like people who are rich, the best thing they can do is to start to give some charity because they have too much, and then also become famous as great charity workers. So, but our definition of success is to please the Supreme Lord. So we want to help each other succeed in pleasing the Supreme Lord. It's very simple. Of course, we want each other to help each other succeed in also all areas, other areas of life, which are presently related to our different duties and roles that we have, responsibilities. So this help is not only spiritual, but also if it needed, it's also material. But if you have someone who is interested in you and your success, then it can help so much. And giving space for people, space and time where they can express what they think and what they feel, to me is one of the best things you can do for anyone, to help them to think for themselves, to express how they feel, to express what they want. So now people go to psychiatrists, psychologists, life coaches, counselors, mentors to fulfill this need. And these trained professionals, they sometimes do a great job in helping people, sometimes saving lives. But this is not rocket science, what they know. And if someone has a structure and a desire, then if he starts helping others using that structure, he can also develop the skills. This is kind of my hope and idea, that you don't have to study for 4 years and to start being a mentor or coach and pay for expensive courses. Previously, people didn't have so many. They had some teachers maybe, but life coaching is a relatively new profession. But throughout the history, there is always some helpers, whether it's a family member, relative, neighbor, friend. So there is always someone who is maybe more experienced in helping others. But even if you are not more experienced than me, you can help me by listening, by being interested in me, by creating space for me to think about my life and about my goals, and by being supportive. So this helps a lot. So I have been doing this success partnership for the past half year with several devotees, and it helped me to improve my self-discipline, my sadhana, my devotion or devotional practice, and study of the scriptures. So there is so many benefits from doing this. I mean, you can ask anybody who does things like this how much they have benefited from this. And in training seminars, we have these sessions where we do two-way interaction, where half of the session you listen, half of the session you talk. So in a session of a devotee partnership, success partnership, half of the session you are a coach, and half of the session you are a client or a student. You can call it as you like, or coachee.
Okay.
So why I'm starting to speak about this so much, because I have seen the results. I have seen the results for myself, and I have seen the results for those with whom I have this success partnership. They also say that it helps them a lot. And devotees have been complaining for so long that nobody cares about me, and I go to some other group. In ISKCON is just task-oriented. In ISKCON we just want some numbers and results, book distributed, plates distributed, festivals organized, and nobody's interested in me. And sometimes it's true, people are coming and for a long time, and nobody even approaches them and asks them, how are you doing? And, do you need some help? So this is true that these things are happening. But now with this, we want to create a new culture of helping each other succeed, culture of mutual support and assistance. And now, this is all like short introduction. I don't know how long I have been speaking, maybe 10, 15 minutes. But the huge work to be done in this area is to test all the structures that are available or that can be used for devotee success partnership. And I will describe some of the structures now. And before we continue, do you have any questions about what I have spoken so far?
No. No, it's clear. Thank you.
No questions?
No question. It's clear. Thank you.
Okay.
Very clear. Thank
Online? No.
Thank you. Next time I come to.
Okay, so I can continue now with describing the structures. The best, one way that devotee success partnership session can be done is with the help of Srila Prabhupada's teachings. So if you have a goal or a problem, then before the session, you actually do some research in the database or Vanipedia and find quotes that can help you to work on your goal. So this is before the session. And the coach can help you first couple of times until you develop a skill of researching and finding quotes. And in Vanipedia, you have categories. So, for example, if you want to work on your japa, there is a category japa, and you can read quotes about japa. And you can choose quotes that help you. Or you can read all the quotes and find amazing things, amazing tips for improving your japa. Then when you come to your success partner, then you discuss it, how you can implement it, how you can daily practice what you are learning from these instructions. And also, you report about your progress. So there is three things that the success partner does. He is your thinking partner. He's helping you to think more deeply than usual. Then he's helping you. He's encouraging and supportive, and accountability. Accountability means sending reports. How are you doing? How is your japa? When did you finish your japa? So whatever you want to measure in relation to your japa, you write it down. You want to measure when are you finishing your rounds. You want to measure where your rounds attentive. Maybe you want to check, have you been thinking of Krishna during japa or of something else? You want to chant as early as possible. You want to chant in one go if possible, or at least finish by darshan, by 7:15 or 7. You want to finish early. You want to be sure that your chanting is properly done, because sometimes devotees skip syllables and they skip names. And if you record yourself from time to time, you can see if you are skipping names or skipping syllables, so that you make sure that you really chant 16 rounds and not just mumbling and skipping the names or skipping the syllables. So these are some practical things you can do, and there is so much knowledge and help from devotees or preachers like Satchidananda Swami, who wrote several books about chanting, and he is giving retreats, and Mahatma Prabhu also.
Mine.
So we can take advantage of the experience and knowledge of senior devotees to improve our japa.
Where is it written?
And we can share with each other whatever we find in our research, in the scriptures and in the contemporary books of modern Vaishnavas and also Acharyas. And so we can discuss these quotes in these sessions and share inspiration, but also share practical tips. So how you will show Krishna that you are serious about your japa? Not just rushing to finish and then put the japa aside and skipping many syllables, many names, or looking at your mobile phone during japa, or doing many other things during japa. No, the best is to just chant japa, 16 rounds. Or if you get up earlier, you can chant some rounds before Mangalarati. So, and then finish early the rest of the rounds. So this can be a great help and great support. And then the idea is that success partners in this japa partnership, they want to, this is one of the structures, japa partnership. They want to show Krishna that they are serious about their japa. So as if Krishna is watching, and he is watching as a super soul. But they also report to each other. So if you're not doing it well, you can try to lie to your partner, but this will not help you. You can say, oh, I have done everything, or you don't report, and they think you're doing well. But actually, the idea is to improve, so therefore you report honestly. You say, today I blew it completely. I finished my rounds at 10 p.m. But tomorrow I'm going to get up early and finish my rounds by 10 a.m. or by 7 a.m. So if you're accountable to someone to whom you will speak about how you are performing, then it's an additional impetus to perform better. I have seen it myself. It helps me so much. Devotees ask me how to get up. I always snooze, putting on snooze or delayed or whatever with the alarm clock. And I said, well, if you have a success partner and you have to report to them when you got up, you will get up more easily because you will feel ashamed that you are every day you're just having excuses why you are not getting up. Oh, I'm tired. 5 more minutes, then it goes into 1 hour. We know the story. It's the same story always, of laziness and tamoguna and excuses. But this will not help us. But if you have a success partner, you feel embarrassed every day you have an excuse. Then your success partner may ask you, so what would you like to have in your life? Results or excuses? And they say, I want results, but I'm very good at excuses. So this accountability is a very powerful way of improvement. You can ask any advanced devotee, they will say Jai to this proposal, I'm sure. Any guru, ask them, do you recommend this for your disciples? Yes. Then, as a thinking partner, very important when you listen, don't interrupt. Don't jump in. Don't finish people's sentences. Just listen. Very attentively, with respect, with interest. And so when you listen to someone, if you are in a session, what you are listening for, or what would you like to hear? Basically, whatever they say, whatever a devotee says, there is only 2 things. One is they're describing how is God helping them, and one is they're describing how is God testing them or challenging them. And if you start with these 2 questions, you will never be bored when people speak. It will always be interesting because you are looking to the answers, for the answers to these 2 questions. How is God helping them? They are speaking, oh, I got this, I got this, I got this. And then, oh, I got this obstacle, I got this trouble. So Lord is testing them in some way. Now, it's not forbidden for you to give suggestions or to say something, but you can do it at the end, at the very end, and briefly, very succinctly, briefly, not give a lecture. If they ask you for something or for advice or for a tip. But it's very important to facilitate their thinking, to facilitate the thinking of a devotee who is your success partner and to whom you are a success partner. So this is about thinking partner, being a thinking partner, helping devotee to think better quality thinking. And while they're thinking, they're setting goals, they're reflecting about their obstacles, they're reflecting about their excuses. So, these things are happening where they're thinking in front of you. They don't want to think in a funny way, or they're thinking very responsibly when somebody else is present. And then support and encouragement. They know you believe in them. They know you believe in them. And that means a lot. When someone believes in you, I'm sure you know it, how much it means, how much it's like gives you wings. When someone sees you in a good light, positively, and believes in you. So encouragement, support is there, this belief, and in this way you have practically almost everything that mentor would give you. And you don't need to be expert to do this. You need a desire and you need a structure. Now, some would argue with this. I'm sure some experienced mentors will say, what about this and what about that? And yes, there may be some gaps and there may be advantages of being senior and being knowledgeable. But with this structure and with the desire to help, one can do a lot. One can really do a lot for the other person. So now I think I have about maybe 6-7 structures. I just described Japa structure for Devotee Success Partnership. Then there is we call it Gita Partnership, where we use Bhagavad Gita to help. Only Gita, but you can use other Shastra also. So you can use Gita by looking in the index and seeing if your topic is there, or you can search in the database. And basically, with using the Gita, you're helping your partner to be coached and guided by Srila Prabhupada and by Krishna. And one thing that we can always ask before we deal with any goal or problem is, first question always to ask is what Srila Prabhupada said about this, and then find out what Srila Prabhupada said about this issue, and then find the quotes, find what he has said about it, all the relevant instructions, and then you have a wealth of knowledge and you have a strong spiritual foundation to work on yourself and to work on your goals and to work on your obstacles by having Srila Prabhupada guide you. So always, the first question is always what Srila Prabhupada said about this. So Success Partner is helping you to be guided by Srila Prabhupada or to be trained by Srila Prabhupada. And then if we develop this attitude, if we develop the attitude of constant learning, constant training, because we are on training on this planet, we are getting trained how to be a better servant. So constant training, whether we are trained by others, like when you go to a course and you have a trainer, facilitator, or you train yourself, or both. You're trained by others and then they teach you how to train yourself on a daily basis. If you are coached by someone, you actually, ideally speaking, you will become your own first-class coach and you will coach yourself all the time. So devotees get angry because others are imperfect, or they mistreat them or whatever, or there is some mutual tension or conflict. But if we see ourselves that we are on training, we are all on training and we make mistakes, so then there is nothing to get angry about. It's like you're trying to hit the goal, or score, trying to score, and then if you miss, I mean, you have like empty goal. The goalkeeper somehow slipped somewhere, gone, and then the ball bumps in a strange way, and you try to score and you miss. So, I mean, your teammates will be upset, your coach will be upset, but still they will not kick you out of the team because of this. You will still play. So you can make mistakes in your attempts to serve, but you are on training or you are in the game. You are still in the game. So therefore, we should learn to forgive each other for mistakes and just focus on progress, focus on development, focus on training, focus on getting better. This will help us. This will help us. So basically, in a success partnership, I'm helping you to get trained by Prabhupada, by Parampara, by Acharyas. And you are helping me to get trained also. And we are discussing how can we train better, how can we get better, how can we improve. We are always discussing this. Okay, you can discuss Krishna's pastimes, but in Krishna's pastimes also there is so many lessons for our own personal improvement and development. Like, for example, every pastime is related to a certain anartha. Bhaktivinoda Thakur speaks about this. So even Krishna's pastimes, which is nice stories, are related to our own personal improvement. So it's such a nice thing. Krishna has made it so nicely, and Acharyas. Then I have another structure called daily questions. So you write down questions that cover the most important areas of your life and your most important daily activities. For example, you can write, have I done my best to chant attentive japa? Have I done my best to read 1 hour? Have I done my best to be kind to devotees? Have I done my best to do 7 hours of service or 8 hours of service or 6 hours of service? Have I done my best to think of Krishna? So whatever is important to you, you write it in the form of a question and give it to your success partner. And then he asks you these questions and you answer yes or no. And if it's no, you discuss what were the obstacles. So by asking you these questions, your success partner is helping you to think about your day, to review your day, and to check if there is any difficulties that you face in executing your daily goals. So this is one way to use these questions, daily questions, and review your performance. Another thing you can use is excellent questions. Like, if you have a goal or a problem, I ask you to create a set of questions that will help you achieve that goal. So you say, okay, I want to give a talk at the European Union conference about, I don't know, human development. But there is so many people who want to speak there. So why they would let the Hare Krishna speak there? And then you make a set of questions. Say, okay, how can I get in there? Which connections can I? Which connections do I have to even try to get there, or to see if there is possibility? Then you can go to Mahaprabhu for help. He has connections. You can go to others who know people and see how this can be done. Maybe you don't have to go in Devotee and Tilak, but you can go in ordinary clothes, but your talk will be very much related to Shastra and Vedic knowledge or Bhagavad Gita. You can have different options, but you can think, okay, you ask yourself, who can help me and how can I get in there? You start with these 2 questions, but you can have more questions. So the success partners helps you to create more questions. He can also give you sometimes maybe a suggestion of a question, but it's better if questions come from you, because in this way you exercise your intelligence. So that's also one way to do it. Then another way you can help each other, or we can help each other, is called feed forward. You have heard about feedback. Feedback is about the past, past performance. You can say about what you have been. I can tell you what you have done well, but also what you can improve. The feed forward is positive suggestions about the future. For example, you approach me and ask me, how can I become a better preacher? And I give you 2 suggestions, and then next week you follow these 2 suggestions if you like them. Of course, I will not force you. Or I can give you 1 suggestion, only 1 suggestion that you can follow if you like. If you ask me how can I become a better preacher, I tell you, you inspire yourself. You listen to preachers who inspire you, and then you will not be able to stop yourself from preaching, because you will be so inspired to preach because you are inspired yourself. So I give you 1 suggestion. You say thank you very much. You don't judge my suggestions. You just say thank you very much. And next week when we meet, you tell me what you have done and did it help you. And also you can give me suggestion for what I want to achieve. If I want to, for example, be a better listener, so you can give me suggestions to read the book, Time to Think, which describes how to listen attentively in detail, first class. And I say, yes, I will read this book and I will try to apply. There is 10 components of a thinking environment, 10 components that help people to think in your presence, and I can study these 10 components. One of them is attention. So feed forward, that's 1 structure. Then you can do sessions based on the modes of nature. You can analyze everything you do through the modes of nature. Are you acting in the mode of goodness or mode of passion or mode of ignorance? Then you can use broad categories: body, mind, heart, and spirit. You can have a session only about the body. How are you taking your health? Then the next session only about the mind. Are you controlling the mind? Are you making compromises with the mind? Then another session only about the soul or your relationship with Krishna also. Then I have a whole list. I can't remember everything. I have a whole list of additional ways that you can do this. You can create structures for a session. So you can use your creativity, and you can have a lot of freedom how to choose, but you choose something that will be helpful for you. For example, I'm always adding some things there, because as the ideas comes over time. So there is this model: be, do, have. What do you want to be? What do you want to do? What do you want to have? This is also a nice model to work with in a devotee success partnership session. Now, professionals say, in order to achieve the results you want to achieve, what kind of person you have to become. First you become somebody, then you can perform. So be, do, and then you can get results, have. Or you can get resources for achieving results. Be, do, have. This is also one model. Then I have a Gita model that you can also use for sessions. GITA, goals, ideas, tests, action. So this is also very simple. You set a goal, then you think about ideas or shastric instructions, how you can work on it. Then tests, you ask yourself, what tests do I need to pass in order to achieve this goal, or what are the obstacles there? And take action. Bhaktitirtha Maharaj has a nice model in his Leadership 1, Leadership for an Age of Higher Consciousness. In his book on leadership, he has a model. Actually, he has broken down his book into 3 sections: raising consciousness, developing skills, and taking action. Very simple model, very powerful. So you first raise your consciousness by listening, reading Shastra, associating with devotees who have higher consciousness. Then you develop different skills that you need, maybe preaching skills or communication skills or listening skills or public speaking skills. And then you take action. Now, developing skills is already action because you're practicing, you're training yourself. But taking action in the 3rd part means that you're going public with your skills. and serving people. So do you have any questions so far about these structures? Is this recorded? Is this being recorded? Because I would like to share it with some devotees. So do you have any questions? And, what do you think about this? Do you think it can work for you, or it's interesting or boring, or so you can tell me something?
Oh, very interesting for me. Just one question.
Mm-hmm.
To approach the devotee, whether to ask for help is the question that I had in mind at first. Let's say a devotee is shy or doesn't want to ask for help. What would be a good way to approach a devotee to offer help, or even for a devotee who is shy, who doesn't know,
right,
to ask for that help?
Yeah.
In the first.
Well, I think for most people it would be easier if you propose this kind of partnership, success partnership, and not come as someone who is coming from above, top down, who is coming there, I will help you, I want to help you. There is nothing wrong in this. I mean, we sometimes put a list of mentors who are available, and they say they're experienced, they can assist you. This is also okay. But if you offer success partnership, some people will say, "Oh, I also have opportunity to help you. That's very nice. So I would. Let's try." And this is why this success partnership is so flexible. I mean, it can really you can break all the barriers that people have with this, because they also want to help others, and it's also good for them to practice. I mean, I have been coaching people for 20 years, and now I'm coached by everybody I coach, almost everyone I coached. And for them, it's good because they're training themselves to be coaches and to help others. They're practicing on me, they're helping me, but they're also practicing for themselves. So half session, I'm a coach, half session, I'm a client. So they can also help you. I mean, these people who are coming, new devotees, people who are shy, they also have knowledge, they also have experience, they also have gone through something in their lives. They can share it with you. You can ask them, how was your life so far? Or what you have learned in this life, like this. So when they see that you are also asking them, and you see them as people who are experienced and who are resourceful, then it will be easier for them to open up and to speak. And you will be surprised how much they can help you. You have a noble desire to help them, but actually they can also help you. And if you're open to that, then you have a double benefit. You have done service for them, but they have also helped you, and you have gotten some help. Okay. Jamashtami Prabhu, you have...
Yeah, I think it's very pertinent. It's interesting that, you bypass the false ego, because you also can offer something.
Bypass the false ego.
I would be very interested to hear more of the so far success. But it's quite fresh, it will come in the future.
What?
Success of this in practice. You said you have been amazed by the results.
I mean, there is no spectacular results, but results come when people take it seriously. You can, by the roles of a partner, you can see how serious it is. I'm helping you to think, which you don't have time to do usually. You're very busy. To sit and think deeply about your life, and in someone's presence, I mean, this is worth $1 million. Therefore, sometimes some people, they charge for 1 hour $5,000. But people, based on this session, people earn $5 million. So it's nothing, $5,000, in comparison to 50 million or something. So they're willing to pay because they get so much value. So thinking, then support and encouragement. People always complain there is not enough support and encouragement. I'm here to support you and encourage you. So, for free. So you get this. And then accountability. Maybe the most important one is you have to report not to me. You're reporting to your own conscience, to your own goals through me. I'm just an instrument, but you're accountable to your own goals. If I ask you, how was your japa? You say, oh, why are you asking me? I'm embarrassed to say that my japa is not too good. And I say, but you asked me to ask you this question. She says, oh, okay. Yes, I asked you to ask me the question because I want to improve it, but I forgot. And I thought you want to control me. I said, no, I'm just an instrument for your goals. I'm not your controller. I don't think I'm better than you, and I don't want to control you. But it's just what is important is your goals. And then one of the best coaches in the world, whom I know personally, he says the greatest obstacle in coaching is the ego of the coach. So here in this partnership, actually, ego of the coach is decreased by the very structure, because structure is that we are equal. We are equal.
Yeah.
And seniority, experience has been overrated. Overrated. You understand? It has blown out of proportion as something super. So I have different perspective. Like some young devotees say, so why are you treating me as equal? And I say, well, I have no idea who you are. Maybe in past life you have been a better devotee than me. So now you're bringing all this baggage, positive baggage. And how can I treat you? I already see how intelligent you are. I see that in 3 months you have advanced more than I have advanced in 3 years or 30 years. So how can I not respect you? And the way you speak, the way you understand things, I'm just blown out. And so I just naturally, I don't care that you came later or that you're younger than me, like 50 years or now 30 years. No. Shukadeva Goswami is our main speaker of the Bhagavatam. He's 16 years old and he's naked. And all the sages are like this. So what is this? What to say about that? He's naked and he's younger than everybody. And nobody dared to preach to Maharaj Parikshit. They're all waiting for him to come. Can you imagine that? So I see some new devotees coming and I say, these people are not from this life. Look, see how they look. See how they immediately are attracted. So this, hierarchy is actually quite artificial. I'm not saying we should not respect senior devotees and their experience and everything, but also it can be misused. I wanted to give a seminar called Senior Devotee Syndrome, to just expose all these things that are just artificial. And so you don't respect the senior devotee just because he's senior or just because he has some reputation, but you respect him because you trust him. You trust them because you see that they are serious devotees, they're humble, but they are also knowledgeable and they are, diligent in doing service. So they don't demand respect, but they command respect by their Vaishnava behavior. So therefore, I don't see a problem doing success partnership with anyone, because I have no idea who you are. Maybe in past life you were just an outstanding devotee. You are continuing. So, and then as we speak, I discover more what you know and how you see things, and I get so much value from you. Only once in my life, I have paid my client for the session I gave them. You understand? Usually client pays the coach, but I paid my client. I said, I got so much value from what you told me about your project that I feel I should pay you. And reluctantly, she accepted. She was very embarrassed, but it was not a big amount that I gave her, but I just wanted to express my appreciation because she was sharing with me her project that was also helpful for me and what I want to do. And I said, I have to pay you. so, so you can just turn everything upside down and still works. Yeah. So it's interesting. Any other question? Now, if we practice, I don't know how can we record it. Can we sit here, or you and I sit here in front of the camera? If you catch us both. Huh? Okay, so now if we don't have any more questions, let us do a demonstration of the Success Partnership session, which I believe everybody was waiting for. Like we have 100 people online. Now we have to make sure we are in the Zoom. Oh, we have already done 1 hour almost. So are you sure we are there?
Yes.
Can you check maybe?
You can ask Benny. Are we both in there?
Can you ask?
Yes.
Yes, he knows.
Okay. Okay, so now we are going to do a very simple format, which I maybe partially explained. So it will be simple. You will coach me with this format and I will coach you. So you will choose, first I will coach you. You will choose one goal you want to work on or a problem. So generally you can say issue. Issue may be a goal and it may be a problem. So one issue, you choose one issue and then you speak about it. I listen to you very attentively. And I will ask you questions that I think will help you to achieve it, to work on it, or to achieve it. So this is the whole format. You speak, and I just ask you some questions and help you to think more deeply, more specifically, be focused. And we will go on for 5 or 10 minutes, and then we will switch roles. You will coach me in the same way. So you understand the structure, like this. Okay. So, Jamashtami Prabhu, what would you like to speak about?
I would love to achieve a goal, which is to daily have a full morning program as I like it. I want to fit in my 3 core practices, which I can practice with quality in the morning. That is yoga asanas, japa, and reading Srila Prabhupada's book. And I have one service in the morning, which is to offer breakfast to the deities and do arti. It's a mini arti. It takes me altogether 20 minutes. And the time is flexible, but I need to be clean. So it has been a challenge to rise early. Now I have a partner for rising early, but he was not here this week. And as a result, I also was tired because of sleeping less. So the 2 days he was not here, I slept way more and I did not rise by 4 a.m., which is part of the goal.
So you already have a goal?
True, yes. So yeah, you want me another issue where I don't have a goal yet?
No, we will speak about this. So what are the obstacles to doing this?
I think I know I became too tired and I lacked determination. I could have I could have been tired one morning and taken a nap later, which I didn't have the determination for. Yeah, so I came home late because of visiting family. And then the next evening I was full of energy after meeting a good friend. It was last night. So then I again rose later. So
what are the benefits of getting up early?
I guess it makes me so happy because I can practice what I like to practice with quality, and then it's nice to do. And I have a sense of accomplishment.
What more do you think about this?
It's pleasing. I mean, it increases my self-worth because I consider myself a better devotee. when I do what I used to do for many years. And I feel relaxed because I have no deadlines or very important duties on my head, and I can be free to be very active and say yes to Krishna throughout the day. It makes a big difference. But by the way, I'm better equipped after some yoga asanas, 16 good rounds, then I'm empowered. I read Srila Prabhupada answer to one devotee. If you want to be empowered, chant all your rounds in one go. And when I read Srila Prabhupada's books, my intelligence is strengthened, and I'm more fixed in devotional service.
Well, would it be helpful for you if you would report to someone about your daily performance in sadhana?
It would. And I've recently come to know of the existence of a brilliant app. And then I found out it's only for Android phones. But there was, about the advanced version, there was another one that is a bit less developed. But maybe, hopefully, that is also for my type of phone. Otherwise, I would probably get an Android phone because I think it's so brilliant. And it's even a system where you can make groups where many can see your report. An Indian devotee told me about it, and it's very much in vogue already in the devotee community.
They're already using it.
Yeah, so many devotees are already using it. Years ago, a devotee told me that when he does not send in his half hour of reading, he gets an email from his mentor. Are you going to revisit your priorities in life?
So do you have anybody who could be your success partner?
Yeah, I believe it's possible to find someone.
So would you consider starting this soon or from this tomorrow week or something? Yeah. So now, I mean, this was very quick. You didn't speak very much because you're very clear. You have been already trying this many times. So, but now you have come to a point maybe to take some concrete and practical steps, how you can discipline yourself?
I don't know how I will discipline. Actually, one concrete step I took is just last week. Deities were being baked also daily, and I was the one for the last year, and now we will do it once a week. Concrete steps is I've had this thought of taking a shower in the evening to kind of wind down. I know that I should set a time for evening reading. My evenings are sometimes hectic. It doesn't set me up well for the morning program. But, it's because of outreach, some calls, yes, that's a problem to tackle, I think. At least that's going to make a big difference. Yes, the reporting is going to be a big one too, I believe. Because the devotee, when he is being present, that's so accountable, right? Because we have an agreement to sing the samsara at 4:30. So that's how I managed to do it for 5 years now, also here. When I was in Radhadesh, I managed, because there's a big impetus. And there is a better energy than here, city. But association is what makes a difference, because when I was with the others to do it, I always managed. Maybe for the wrong reason, maybe to be a good example. But still, the benefit was also there doing it. And so yes, now it's more maybe peer coaching. Is maybe it's not initiated, but same age. So in a way, we're doing the same austerity. So it works well. My hope is that he will be away not too often. And then, that's a big support.
So what could you do when he is not here to keep it up?
make sure I'm rested the day before sufficiently. One, make a nice plan, which is a kind of a reward then for me. Like if I get an extra hour of reading, because it's Saturday, not Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So set a reward and make a schedule for a nap the day after or something. Yes. And maybe schedule a pleasant activity on top of the reading, which is pleasant, extra reading. Get rid of hectic lifestyle.
What are you assuming that is stopping you from doing this?
What am I assuming there is?
That is stopping you from getting rid of a hectic lifestyle.
Yeah, probably there's some attachment to passion. I'm subconsciously, but actually I heard something big. No, many people don't have time to think.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, no thinking is stopping me from having a life in the mode of goodness. Yes, living so fast that I don't think. Mm-hmm.
But do you think if you make time to think, would it be helpful?
Yeah, it would. Perhaps also diet can influence. Perhaps I should get advice in what it is I should eat, and also organize it. Yes, too often I go by the flow, and it is not so organized in my environment.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how determined you are to implement this?
7.
So what's between 7 and 10?
The coach, the partner.
What?
Perhaps the partner.
Think about it a little bit more. What is between 7? Why it's not 10? Your determination.
Yes. I feel I'm in anxiety to that management is being interrupted. Not that I'm not thinking. I mean, if I would do more deep thinking, I could come up with a plan.
That's interesting. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
How would it feel for you if you would make time to think and come up with a plan and execute the plan? How would you feel if you would be able to do that?
Very good. It would satisfy me.
Yeah. Have you had experience already doing this sometimes?
Yeah, actually, this last week is a success week. Very successful week because for a long time I've been suffering because of sleeping in. But it was that help came my way, the idea that the devotee moved back in, and before that there was maybe some envy with another devotee who slept very little, who's now gone. Maybe there was something subconscious that which discouraged me. Also, I moved. Now I have a shower. I was thinking maybe to have my own shower is safe that it can't be occupied. Perhaps that thought came to me, and that I will not have to meet people before I'm a bit decent. Maybe that also.
Okay, so we have some more time, a little time towards the end of the session. Would you like to set a concrete goal for the next week or next period in relation to what you want to achieve in relation to self-discipline?
Yeah, I'm going to write about 7 out of 7 instead of 5 out of 7.
5 out of 7 days?
No. I had 5 out of 7 this week. So I was 7 out of 7 to rise by 4. Okay, that was sometimes 4:15. Okay, but be here 4:30.
Okay. And how will you make sure that this happens? I mean, can you get someone to report to? Because you mentioned you could get someone to be your success partner.
Yes.
Maybe someone who also wants to do the similar thing.
Yeah, I think I have an idea. Somebody may be interested in improving his sadhana also.
Yeah, so you can check.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much. Now you will do the same with me, and you will coach me. So,
dear Akura Prabhu, I'm here to be your devotee success partner, and I will be more than happy to assist you today. What is it you would like to achieve?
I was offered more training. 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I went for a training of thinking partnership. It's a coaching. And the trainer let me go for free for some reason. Somehow I asked her actually. Usually these courses are expensive, but somehow I told them I don't make money. I'm just helping people, and they say okay. But then she offered me to go for more training and to get certifications and everything. And because I'm not in England so often, I just said I can't. I can't come every time you have a course so easily to England, and I don't have a place to stay always. Sometimes I have. And at that time, I wasn't so fired up about training. Now, as time goes over the last couple of years, I'm actually seeing that it would be good for me to get more training. And now we had also training, a course 2 days ago. And the other lady, who is a trainer and a coach, she also offered me to go for more courses and to get certified. So I'm thinking maybe this is Krishna's message and Krishna's arrangement to get certified, to get certificates, to get more experience in practicing these things, learn more from these people, from the coaches, and start applying more in my service to devotees in ISKCON, what I'm learning there. And I see that from this course, I got more convinced of the value of this type of coaching, and I got more inspired to present it and to use it in serving devotees. And now in Zurich, I think we will do more, try to focus on one way of partnership or mutual thinking partnership. So coach is a thinking partner and the client is a thinker. And you can do it two ways also. And she said that anytime she does it online, like on Zoom, I can join. I don't know for live events if I can go. If I'm in England, then maybe I can go, but maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not convenient. And she said I can go for free. But I hope I can also get certificate through this, because we are just doing the training anyway. Online. On Zoom, you can go to a separate room. You can practice with one person, come back to the group, discuss it. So it's almost the same, like live. So I'm seriously thinking to accept any next offer and next training. And I'm so grateful to her. She's such an amazing person. And she wrote a book called "Are You Listening or Just Waiting to Reply?" And she's very intelligent. She's an executive coach. She's coaching leaders, coaching executives, but she's also facilitating groups. And this is what we have been learning in the last course. I still don't feel very competent to do this. I will try it with devotees, but I have to learn and I have to go through my notes. I have like 7 pages of notes. But one-to-one, I want to develop more with this system. And this is one of the structures I didn't explain in my presentation. I didn't explain it in detail. And I'm not using it now with you 100%, just maybe partially. But I want to get skilled in that, using this structure, this non-directive coaching. Yes.
As you don't have to travel or Zoom, have I missed the obstacle that keeps you from doing it? Or you tell me, what's
obstacle to what?
What still keeps you from going for it?
Oh no, I said I will do it. I said there is no obstacle.
Yes.
Good question, helpful. Before I was thinking maybe I don't need more training. I learned the structure. I just have to practice. Just have to do it and do it. But you can always learn something highly valuable for these experienced coaches. I have seen this now in this. I mean, when she explains something that I know, she says things that I didn't see. So I say, wow, this is amazing. I mean, nothing can replace this. I can't get it from the book. I get it from the live person who has hands-on experience. So I got more convinced that the training, and I just, in my personal mission statement, yesterday I had this like eureka or breakthrough experience that this should be my mission statement. I am on constant training how to be a better servant. Constant training. And of course, this training, professional training, is very helpful for my devotional service also. So this was a great. While I was writing her a letter and thanking her for offering me this and telling her that I'm not able to pay because she didn't say it's for free, then I realized, I mean, this is such a precious thing. For me, the word training is the most like magic word in the world because I believe we are here for training, to get trained how to be better servants. So as you are asking me about the obstacle, actually now there is no obstacle, I'm convinced. But there was obstacle before, so therefore your question is relevant because I can reflect back why I wasn't convinced. And I wasn't convinced because I didn't understand the value of constant refreshing of your, knowledge and listening or learning from others. But now I'm convinced.
Okay, so thank you.
No, you have to ask me more questions.
Okay. So this doesn't require any further coaching. Is there anything else you
yes,
you want to
like this, yeah.
Yes.
From this session, obviously.
Yes,
from
this session.
Yeah. Well, I'm grateful to you for listening, and just by talking about it and being listened by you attentively, I got even more convinced and more fired up about taking on these trainings whenever she offers, and taking some other trainings if needed. But this particular style of coaching is, for me, far superior than anything I have seen, and I have seen a lot. I have really seen a lot. I mean, I have always learning about coaching. This is such a refined, such a amazing, I mean, so respectful to every person and believing in their potential. All these buzzwords that you hear about coaching, we believe in your potential, you're amazing, these things. This system of coaching embodies, this system of coaching actually shows in practice how to believe in individual and respect them and believe in their potential. So that's why it's so attractive to me, and I want to get better at this.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else?
No, that's it. Thank you very much. And we can finish our session here. And thank you for watching, those who are here and those online. And now to finish our course today, do you have any questions, if you have any questions about what we have been discussing, so I can try to answer.
Yeah. Martin, I have a question.
Is there an outline? How to say, handout, or yeah, is the summary of the guidelines for the session
Yes,
available?
it's called Devotee Success Partnership Guide, and there is also outline of the course that we just did. But I'm going to improve it more and develop it. So how was this for you, for your own goal, the session? Was it helpful or how?
I see also an advantage. Sometimes maybe skeptics of coaching have objected, hey, are you not taking the service of the guru or the Shiksha guru? And I don't think so. Because the Shiksha gurus have less time to the available than is required for a weekly call. This is just like a service to all the mentors.
Yeah. But Shiksha guru or even a mentor, you can agree with them certain things to work on, and then you can work with your success partner on these things. Mm-hmm. So it's not in a collision. I mean, it's just it helps each other. It's helping each other. So you don't have to fire the mentor if you get a success partner.
Because sometimes it is that we don't approach guru for material things, but still, sometimes, as you said in the introduction, sometimes it's necessary. To give attention.
Yeah, so you can do it with a success partner, and guru gives general guidelines. And if you sort out your material situation, you will be more peaceful and you will be able to serve guru better. And also, I mean, you will be able to give more dakshin also. So, to your guru. If you, for example, if you sort out your finances. So it's also interrelated. Okay, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Akira.
Thank you. So we can finish here. And thanks to a devotee who was watching online.
We thank Ben. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so we've done almost 1.5 hours. And then